Hi, buddy. Welcome back to Cat's Book Nook. Today is Sunday, March 25th. So I have two videos for you guys today. One is the weekly wrap-up video, and the other is going to be a book haul. I had to go get a new phone this weekend. The closest T-Mobile store to me is 2.5, 3 hours away. So Redding, California, Reno, Nevada, or Medford, Oregon. Take your pick. It snowed this weekend. I do not drive very well in the snow. So I asked a coworker, which direction should I go because I don't like snow. I love looking at snow. Snow on the ground is beautiful. Snow on the road, not so much. So it's like, well, knowing you, I would say go Reno because you're not going to have to worry about snow so much. So that's what I did. So as I'm Googling T-Mobile stores on Friday, I see what time it opens. I'm an early riser, so I'm out the door at like 7:30, 7:15, 7:30 yesterday. And I get to Reno, T-Mobile store is not open. So I get on my phone that I'm about to return. I'm like, where's the good bookstore at? So I don't necessarily like Barnes and Noble. Yes, they're good. Yes, I hope they stay in business, but I would rather go to a local used bookshop. And I did, I found one. It's called Grassroots Books, and it was phenomenal. So I think it's an old record shop turned bookstore because they do sell CDs, and it is kind of set up like an old record store. And it's not where you would expect it to be. So it was totally cool. And then yesterday, I didn't know this based off their website, but they were doing a warehouse sale, which is basically this huge back room. And by huge, I mean my entire apartment right now could probably have fit in it, and there would still be space. So, filled with boxes of books, all set out on tables, set out on the floor. They've got bookcases with DVDs and children's books and everything like that. But each adult book was 99 cents. As bookaholics, you guys know that may be the best place to find a whole rack of books, which I did. So, picked up a lot of books yesterday that I'm about to tell you guys about. Before I get into those, though, I did get 4 books from Amazon this week. So I got the entire Celestial Blue series, The Taken, The Lost, and The Given. I've read these before. I loved these. And yeah, so I'm hoping to get to these before I go home. And then I also finally got the second book by Anne Bishop in the Tira Lane series, Shadows and Light. So I'm excited to get to this book sometime this week so I can finish out that trilogy too. Okay, so now the books that I picked up at the bookstore yesterday. I'm going to tell you guys the prices of these because I'm actually pretty proud of myself. I only spent $51, and I say only because at one point I was spending hundreds of dollars on books. I went to Powell's and I spent $120 a couple weeks ago. This is the most I've spent on books in a month since Borders closed. So take that one. Figure that out. But yeah. So first up, I didn't go with the intent of looking for this book, but saw their fantasy section. This was their last copy of The Color of Magic by Terry Pratchett. $8. This was the most expensive book that I picked up yesterday. So this is the first book. I think it's the first book in the Discworld series. So I wanted to check it out. I'm in the middle of listening to Goodreads right now, and it's fantastic. So I wanted to see how this one turns out too. Finally found the second book, and it's actually a nice copy of Raven Strike by Patricia Briggs. I went to Powell's a couple weeks ago, and I made the mistake of picking up the first book a second time. So finally picked up the second book for the first time. I don't remember what the series is about, but I paid $2 for this, and it looks really good. Picked up The Other Typist by Suzanne Rendale. This is set in the 1920s. I think it's about an office girl that comes in and starts typing for this company, and one of the typists falls in love with her, and they're both female, so it should be kind of cute. Should also be a little bit eye-opening about how far we've come. $4 is what I paid for that. Also paid $4 for Us by David Nichols. This is about a couple that's been together for 30 years and now they're contemplating divorce. So they have to get back to their version of Us. 99-cent stuff. So, picked up the In the Time of the Butterflies. This is by Julia Alvarez. This is a story set in the Dominican Republic in the 1960s. And it focuses on 4 women, 3 of them who die in an automobile accident. And the 4th one that still lives, but the paper called it an accident, but it wasn't. It was political. It was the human cost of political oppression. So should be kind of cute. Not cute, but should be good. They had several copies of this. I don't know why I said it would be cute. Because death is not cute. It kind of it has me feeling like it's going to be like The Lovely Bones in a way, where it focuses on murder most of the book. So we'll see how this one goes. But because they had a whole bunch of copies, I'm like, let me go ahead and pick it up and see how I like it. Picked up The Far Sweet Thing by Libba Bray for 99 cents. So of course, can't have the 3rd book in the series and not pick up the other 2. So for $5, I got the entire series. I don't know what the series is called, but yeah. So $5. And now I can say I own Libba Bray stuff. I have to, because there are so many books, I have to actually set them on the floor. Found a Heart-Shaped Box by Joe Hill. Joe Hill is Stephen King's son. This is a horror book. We will see how I like it, but for $3, why not try it? And it's a halfway decent copy, so I will probably sell this back if I don't like it. Picked up The Kite Runner by Khaled Hosseini. I think that's how you say his last name. Not entirely sure. And I don't know what this book is about. I've seen it for years now, and I've never picked it up. So I figured I'd pick it up because it was 99 cents. And I'll spend $1 on a book I'm probably not going to like and probably not going to read for a really long time because it's $1. If it were $6 or $7, probably would have had a different thought process. But for 99 cents, that's why that sale is dangerous to people like me. So I also picked up The Night Circus. Again, a really nice copy, $4. So I started the audiobook of this and I didn't particularly like it. So I'm hoping, since I picked up the physical copy and I am planning to do a couple 24 and 48 hours next month, that this makes that list. Also picked up Ferris by Gail Carson Levine. This is my middle grade crush. I really enjoyed Miss Levine's Ella Enchanted. I really enjoyed that story. And this is supposed to be about Snow White retelling. Not entirely sure. So, but for 99 cents again, I'll try it. I'll try anything. Mostly anything for 99 cents. Alright, so these 2 are also 99 cents each. I now have 2 copies of The Girl Who Played with Fire. Ray is checking to see if I have a copy of The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. If I do, great. If I don't, going back to the warehouse sale to pick it up because they had so many copies of these. So if you live close to Reno or can get to Reno in a decent amount of time, or if you're up for a road trip, every 3 weeks, the next warehouse sale, and they actually do bag sales too. So the next warehouse sale is April 14th and 15th. The next bag sale is the 15th, which is the last day of the warehouse sale, where if you take a grocery bag, like say you take the Powell's, you can fit several books of this size in that bag for $5. I wish I would have known that because I would have gone today instead of yesterday. But getting sidetracked. So I now have 2 copies of this, 1 copy of this, and hopefully a copy of The Girl That Played with Fire at home. Because that would be kind of sad. Picked up The Mermaid Chair by Sue Monk Kidd for 99 cents. I'm not sure what this one is about. It's by the lady that wrote The Secret Life of Bees, as you can tell by the cover. It used to be a #1 New York Times bestseller, again, as you can see by the cover. But I've heard about this one being pretty good. I haven't read it, and I don't know anybody who has read it. So once I read it, I'll let you guys know. But yeah. Also picked up Every Day by David Levithan. This one was $5. It's not the greatest copy, so I'm not sure. But the movie's about to come out. This one is about a young person, don't know if he's actually male or female, who, sorry, have a cold. But he ends up in a different body every single day. And he has to make the girl who he really, really loves in his own body, has to make her fall in love with him. I don't think has to, but makes her fall in love with him every day. Whether he's in a male or female body, whether he's in a geeky, I want to say geeky computer nerd, because that's one of the people that, if you look at the movie edition of this book, that she talks to, and then you've got several people that he ends up as. And it's supposed to be a really good book, but I haven't read it. I did pick it up from the library before I left, so they had it, I bought it. Back to the floor. Stay. Alright, couple more. Picked up The Cuckoo's Calling by J.K. Rowling. I know it says Robert Galbraith on it, but it's J.K. Rowling's alias. Don't own a copy, but I own most of everything she's written so far. So hopefully I'll pick this up sooner rather than later. Paper Towns by John Green. I liked the movie. I haven't read the book yet. I don't own a copy of the book. I do love John Green, and I'm hoping to get to Turtles All the Way Down. They didn't have it yesterday, so I picked this book up for 99 cents. Also 99 cents. The Shadow of the Wind by Carlos Ruiz Zafón. That's how you say his name. I know what this story is about a little bit. I've had it on my to be read shelf for a very long time, and the cover that I really like is not this one, obviously, but it's got the guy with a lamppost, and it's almost like a door closing on the cover because he walks into this corner. And yeah, I got captured by the cover, and I've wanted to pick this up for a while. And it's supposed to be, I think it's about a bookstore owner. Yeah, book dealer's son. So we'll see how this goes. This will probably end up on a 24 and 48 hour run at some point. I had a copy of that picked out for $4, but then I found it in the 99-cent bin, and I'm like, let me trade you copies. So, and then Friday Night Knitting Club by Kate Jacobs. I showed this to Ray yesterday. She's heard really good things about it. I've heard really good things about it. I don't know what it's about, so we'll see how I like it. Should be pretty good. Here's my stack for 99 cents. I also picked up my own copy of The Lovely Bones by Alice Sebold for 99 cents. I listened to the audiobook on the way out here. I didn't particularly care for the story, but for 99 cents, just to put it on my shelf to say I've read it, it will probably get unhauled next year because I'm not going to pick it back up, but it adds to my stack. So there's that. Final book I picked up was 1,000 Places to See Before You Die, by Patricia Schultz. This is not necessarily the travel book that I wanted, but it was 99 cents. It's got suggestions of places to go all over the world, obviously, because it's 1,000 places to see before you die and not 1,000 places in the US to see before you die. Which I kind of actually want to get that particular book, so that way on my way home I can kind of do an actual road trip, because I've been told that I can do that. It won't cover the whole cost of it, but they will cover parts of it. So, but with this, I am working on books that focus on people that travel all over the place. One story is they take the train across the US. Another story is they do a road trip across the US. And it's kind of about finding themselves. But with this, now I can kind of plan their, maybe do a trip around the world. So that would be kind of cool. So research material, I guess, is what we're going to call this one. So, but that's the last book that I'm going to talk about. This video got kind of long on me because I did ramble about some of these. So we will see how many of these I get through while I'm out here. I still have plenty of books that I need to get through, which I wish I could turn the camera around so you guys could see it, because my bookshelf over there is now almost full. This is bad. This is very, very bad. But I'm enjoying it. It's, like I said, this is the most I've spent in books since Borders closed. And I was spending a good couple $100 in books there every month. So that's how I ended up with so many books back home, is because Borders went out of business. So yeah, but there's that. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Sunday. It's just now starting to wake up out here. It's almost 7 o'clock. So with that, I'm gonna go record my other video, and I will talk to you guys soon.